Here we are, the last learning plan for this course. I want to encourage everyone to review all of the chapters that we've covered up to this point, and it's important to keep in mind what the major components of motivational interviewing is. You have the spirit, which really is our attitude, how we view clients, how we work with clients. So those parts are partnership, acceptance, um, compassion, and evocation. All right, and acceptance breaks down into absolute worth, autonomy, accurate empathy, affirmation, acceptance. So it's important to really understand your attitude and your beliefs while working with clients. And the MI spirit is the undertone of the MI process. Without it, you basically have nothing because you haven't built a rapport, trust, and a relationship with your client. The four processes, that is what you're going to work through with the client. You're going to start in engaging, and then you're going to move into focusing, evoking, and then planning. This is a fluid process. It goes back and forth. And so you have to know where your client is at that session and work with them and meet them where they're at. You're going to use your core interviewing skills: open questions, closed questions, affirmations, reflections, and summaries. And that's the actual technique that you're going to be using throughout the four processes. And then you're going to focus on change talk and sustain talk. You're going to reflect change talk back. You're going to reflect sustain talk back, but you're also going to get more information about why the client is in sustain talk. All of these work together to help the client move through the change process. Motivational interviewing is to be used when someone is experiencing ambivalence about making a change. It's not something that's used for every session. It's not needed for every client. It's another tool in your toolkit, but there's a lot of research that supports its effectiveness and validity in the therapeutic relationship. And so it carries great weight. And when you go to interview with various employers, having that knowledge of motivational interviewing, having some experience demonstrating and practicing it is going to give you probably a lot more edge over the competition. So with that being said, you have your final recording here, right? And the explanation for the recordings are here. You can review those. The final paper, so all assignments are in the next video that explains the assignments. I just wanted to recap with you the major points of motivational interviewing. I want to encourage all of you to reach out to me if you have questions in the future about how to implement MI or how to best demonstrate that to possible employers. Also, it helps if you're able to have what's called a MITE completed, which is a motivational interviewing treatment integrity assessment tool. And that should be done by someone who's a part of the MINT, the Motivational Interviewing Network of Trainers. And what that does is it's going to give you an idea of where your competency is and how proficient you are in using MI. The purpose of doing that is when you go to interviews with employers and you can show them a good MITE, that's going to hold a lot of weight for you, and it's going to demonstrate to the employer that you do have that knowledge base and that you're even competent enough to use it. And so especially if you're working in addictions or corrections, even probably in the healthcare field, having that is going to speak volumes on your behalf. So if you want further information on how to go about doing that, you can email me or call me. I'd be happy to guide you in the right direction with that. So other than that, I hope you all have gained some good insight into the course and the material and about your own style. It's important that we remain neutral and non-judgmental. It's important that we refrain from using the writing reflex and avoid the other pitfalls and traps that we've discussed in the earlier chapters, because those can damage the client helper relationship, and it can really destroy all the work that you've accomplished over the session. So make sure that you're reviewing all the chapters, and if you have questions as you review, reach out to me. Otherwise, good luck to you, and it's been a joy teaching this class, and I look forward to the future.